And welcome. This is TMI Socials. I am Nwoluwapo Stevens. I better still call me a social media butterfly. Now this morning we get to kickstart with a bit of shocking news, where yesterday we saw pictures of the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi on Tuesday, visited President Bola Tinubu in Lagos. Now the presidential spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, posted photos of the duo during the meeting. Well, Governor Sim Fubara of Rivers State, now on suspension from office, visited President Bola Tinubu in Lagos yesterday. Onanuga captured the photos he posted on his X handle yesterday. Now, moving over to reactions and how you took the story, let's have a couple of tweets. This user says he is crossing soon. Tell me about it. Well, another user respondent says, I hope he leaves his suspension soon. I'm sure River people are looking forward to that one. Well, still on the story, this user says, those of you that thought Fubara was an angel while Wike and Tinubu are devil, what do you have to tell us? Interesting. Now, moving over, this one says, why did you start the fight you cannot finish? You made many fight themselves. Many are still fighting, and you later smuggled to beg to continue being governor. I am not in any way in support of what they are doing to Fubara, but not because of Fubara. Okay, well, moving away from that, yesterday we also saw hashtag Bill Gates trending, as President Bola Tinubu has conferred the national honor of the Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, CFR, on the Microsoft co-founder and philanthropist Bill Gates. Now, the conferment took place yesterday in Lagos as part of Gates' ongoing visit to Nigeria to discuss key health and development initiatives. Well, photos from the event shows President Tinubu presenting the Medal of Honor to Gates with Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man and founder of the Dangote Group, also present at the event. Now, how the social media users react to this one, we'll see. We'll start off with this user who says, Mr. Gates' fixation on Nigeria is somewhat uncomfortable, not to sound ungrateful for all the free vaccines over the years. Though, I just feel Nigeria can be worse off than some other African countries. Maybe it's just my news sources. Well, another user responding, this man will never leave Nigeria alone. More vaccine to the people, more power to the government. That's a fair on X. Now, this user says, Bill Gates gets a CFR while millions of Nigerians still lack access to basic health care. Philanthropy is great, but should national honors be for foreigners or for Nigerians doing the real grassroots work? Well, speaking about Nigerians, now the Delta State Governor, Sheriff Ogwuriwuri, has threatened to sack underperforming commissioners and appointees. Now, the governor issued a warning on Monday when he inaugurated appointees at the newly built duplexes at the commissioner's quarters in Asaba, the state capital. Now let's listen to Sheriff Ogwuriwuri.
You know, there's a lot of rumor. Say, governor want to dissolve ESCO. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do that. You know, there's nothing you have from me. Because to show that people like too much. If you are not performing, we'll drop you. That will not affect other people. If you are performing, you will stay. Is it not true? So if you are not performing, we'll drop you. Because like 2-3 people are not performing now. So I told one today, in Sharpen, they are not doing well. As a commissioner, we don't see you. You talk, shut. Tell your neighbor, look for the governor. Come and look for you because there are other ones looking for the governor. Is it not true? You have to drag things to your ministry. So any problem in any ministry, go.
Well, you've heard it loud and clear. If you're underperforming as a commissioner, you might just get out already. Now moving over to reactions on social media. This user says, have they not decamped Onyovo? Sack them. Okay. Another user responded on Facebook, it's expected because of your ambition to secure second term. We are watching. Now, this other user says, why are they underperforming? Is it that there is no money or they don't have projects to initiate? Or a basis saving the money for unborn children? Well, I don't really know. Now, this one finally says, is the governor performing himself? I'm sure only Deltons can give answers to all of those questions you just asked. Now, away from that, to another viral video of Pastor David Ebiome of the Salvation Ministries. Now, he has come out to issue a stern warning to bloggers, threatening arrest and detention for anyone who reports on him negatively. Now, in a video circulating online, the clerk actually accused some bloggers of deliberately twisting his messages and alleged that certain church members are working against him. Declaring that he would not tolerate misrepresentation, he vowed to take firm action against anyone who crosses the line. Let's take a look.
My type, because when I go after the people, the same people, they come and beg. So I'm warning for the last time. Next one, I'll know nothing like warning. If you dare it, the young man, I know you. Your father won't beg me. I know your father too. Your mother won't beg me. I'll deal with you. Because when I pick and I deal with them, people come and say, why do you go like this? You know, people are always one kind. What some said to be against me, some said to be for me. But those for me are always many. And when I go that time, I'm warning now. So all of you who used to be against me here now, was when I go the other way. Don't say, hey, can a man of God curse people? Will you go and arrest people? Will you go and do this one? Now I'm telling you, you better warn him. So when I go the other way, don't come back. So don't mind this man of God who now use police, use everything to arrest people. Me, I will arrest you. I will lock you up. I don't care. No man of God will pray for you and succeed. Okay. So the earlier you... Don't carry my news. That's what I'm saying. Don't carry. I don't want your news. You won't make me popular. You are not already. I'm talking to the world. Don't carry my news. Good or bad, don't carry it. I don't want you to carry. Don't say I want to. Don't carry. If I hear me, don't carry my news. I don't want you. Don't carry. Don't carry news from this church. We are warning that. Don't carry. Even this one, don't carry it. I don't want you again. You know what they do? They will carry news and incite other bloggers. And some of you in this church, you are part of it. They plant you inside the church, you listen to the message, instead of getting blessed, you now stay, pick one thing and twist it. Say what I did not say. Or pick one verse, just one part. I heard something one day, I say, wow. They took something here, took something and combined it and make it look like that's what I said. Your work to do that. Maybe you met the wrong people, me.
Well, you've heard it loud and clear. This pastor is certainly not a preacher of love. So you might want to watch out for what you say moving forward. And just as he said, he's not the kind of man that you slap this way and you turn the other way to slap back. But anyway, how the social media users take this, we'll move over to a couple of tweets. And this one says, politicians will oppress people. Rich people will oppress people. Police will oppress people. Soldiers will oppress people. Celebrities will oppress people. Pastors standing on what should be a hallowed pulpit are also threatening to oppress people. And we don't see how this society is completely broken. What a shame. What an utter disgrace. Well, online doctor, you might want to be careful there so you don't get arrested. Well, another user says, I am so disappointed in Papa David, warning and threatening Nigerians not to talk or criticize him or his church, else he will lock them up. Who are you, sir, that people can talk about your church or criticize you? People criticize Jesus and he did not lock them up. And boasting about using police to lock people up, hey, pastor, these pastors are acting like unbelievers and demarketing Christianity. They are the reason many people are no longer going to church. Well, still on this news, this one says, people comparing pastors to a whole Jesus still baffles me. The goal is to be like Jesus, but nobody can ever be like Jesus. Pastors are human beings like me and you. Absolutely. Now this one says, because he is a religious leader, do not mean that he should entertain people tarnishing his image and saying what he did not do or say. He was specific and even made an example of how some people would join two different clips just to lie and make the preacher look bad. He said he is not ready to entertain that. I don't really see anything wrong in what he said. Okay, well, still on pastors. Now, this time around, the General Overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has warned Nigerians against questioning the power of prayer in the nation's affairs. Now, he said Nigeria would be in a far worse state without the unrelenting intersection of its citizens. Now, Adeboye, who spoke at the RCCG national headquarters in Ebutemeta, Lagos, while hosting security and paramilitary personnel from across the country, said Nigeria would see a terrifying difference if prayers for the nation ceased. And trust social media users, netizens, to react to this one. This user on Instagram says, during Jonathan's regime, you forgot about prayers and was busy with protests. Now it's Tinubu and you're doing nothing about it. This one says, how worse can it get? During your time, you went to free schools and free lunch. The government gave you bursaries, but now, can you compare to that time? I don't know. Well, this one says, Nalai, it would have been better if you had taught them to know their rights, be industrious. If you had leveraged your position, we wouldn't need so much prayers. Prayers is good, but allowing them face reality is better. Help them grow, spread that tithe into workshops without keeping a penny. Don't come at me saying he helped 1% of his members or he is not the president. Everyone has a role. Otherwise, he wouldn't think his voice matters. Now, moving over to other reactions, this user says, he is basically saying God put us where we are. This would really help people see how wonderful God is. The prayers put us here. We would have been in a worse state. A very interesting perspective. Anyway, that's how we wrap up TMI Socials this morning. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I am Onanuga Stevens. And from all of us on This Morning on ITV, have yourself a great day and a beautiful weekend ahead.